My mother said that I never should play with the naughty, rude girls in the wood. Their giggling talk I could never understand, and that's why I fell in love with my right hand. And that's why I'm a wanker, and it does me good like it bloody well should. I'm a wanker, and I'm always pulling my pud. I was 25 years old before I was kissed, and then I found that I preferred a swift one off the wrist. It's cheap and convenient, you can't catch VD. It's available at any time, and it's absolutely free. And that's why I'm a wanker, and it does me good like it bloody well should. I'm a wanker, and I'm always pulling my pud. Oh, Mrs. Pond and your 5 lovely daughters, thank you for having me and being oh so kind. I've got pains in my arms and my dong is growing shorter. My knees have turned to water and I think I'm going blind. I've wanked over Italy, I've wanked over Spain, I've wanked in an omnibus, I've even had a wank in a train. I've used a badger and a melon and a cat, an inflatable Linda Lovelace and a Davy Crockett hat. And that's why I'm a wanker, and it does me good like it bloody well should. I'm a wanker, and I'm always pulling my pud. Here, listen! Oh, Mrs. Palm and your 5 lovely daughters, thank you for having me and being oh so kind. I've got pains in my arms and my dong is getting shorter. My knees have turned to water and I think I'm going blind. I'm a wanker, and it does me good like it bloody well should. I'm a wanker, and I'm always pulling my pud. He's a wanker, and it does him good like it bloody well should. He's a wanker, and he's always pulling his pud. He's a wanker, and it does him good like it bloody well should. He's a wanker, and he's always pulling his pud. He's a wanker, and it does him good like it bloody well should. He's a wanker, and he's always pulling his pud. He's a wanker, and it does him good like it bloody well should. He's a wanker, and he's always pulling his pud.
Yeah, the Rothschilds and all the ones that are against us, always pulling their puds. Welcome to the show. Happy New Year's to everyone. Hopefully you're doing good this year. I just thought I'd start off with that because it's just, it makes me laugh each time and smile. But anyway, let's get into it. The links for the show is www.spreaker.com/user/1009036668. You can catch me on Facebook, Rob E.T. Tamatea Tūhaka, on MeWe at Rob Tamatea Tūhaka, and also the email address is Blattin, BLATTIN, boy, @gmail.com. Hopefully everyone's having a new year, but anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, what have we got lined up for tonight? Well, I should say this afternoon, this lovely Friday afternoon. Couple of news items and just maybe finish it off with a bit of updates here in New Zealand. But there's about 3 news items that I like to say. The first one, this is from stuff.co.nz. They've been saying that Marama Fox has been pleaded guilty for drinking and driving charges and could face a jail sentence. And it's funny, because at the end of the day, it's even though you know politicians, and I understand that politicians haven't done good in the past, but it's one of the people, and these are just general public people, tend to highlight all that when in reality there's a lot of people in the general public that do it. So it's sort of like, what makes her more special than the others? I mean, at the end of the day, everyone's got skeletons in their closet, no matter who you are, wherever it's one or many. But yeah, I just find it ridiculous that they would rather highlight someone like that. And for the ones who don't know, Marama Fox, she was our leader for the Māori Party last year, which is now converted into the Tangata Whenua movement. We have converted, and it's still ongoing. It's just a name change. Our problem is we've got all the structure there for the movement, but it's just still a party at the moment. So we've got a seasonal meeting in March, so I'll be discussing the name review and change again. People think it's sweeping it under the carpet, what we did in the past, but hey, we don't got the leaders there that did all that, so we can pursue with something better. Yeah, but anyway, next item. This one's been around for a while. The Rocket Lab over here in Mahia. If anyone doesn't know where Mahia is, I am located in Gisborne. It's about a 2-hour drive from here. They have put a rocket lab there that's been there for a couple of years, but the news story that's come out is they're wanting to put unmanned rockets into space. That was their reason of putting their rockets there. Yeah, right. And the reason why I say yeah, right, because if the ones who know New Zealand, and especially the area around the Mahia, Gisborne, East Coast region, since we're so isolated, we get a lot of UFO activity. A lot of UFO activity, especially here in Gisborne and up the coast. All the way up to Ruatoria, Tiki up there. And the reason why is because it's so isolated here. If you look on the map at Gisborne and the coastline, all the hills that are pretty much around Gisborne itself alone, it's all hills. I mean, when you're going all the way, when you're going up to Auckland, north to Auckland, you're surrounded by hills. If you're going south to Wellington, you're surrounded by hills. If you're going east up the coast, you're surrounded by hills, and if you're going west also, you're surrounded by hills. So for a rocket lab that is conveniently about 2-hour drive away, saying that they're trying to send man-made rockets into space, SS small p, as Thomas says. So yeah, that one is one of the cover stories, but yes, the real story behind it is they're monitoring the UFO activity and the extraterrestrial activity around here, because we have a lot of redhead ETs that live around here, and it's quite common. And also we've got half eel and half man species, and also if you go further up the coast, you've got the Hoof civilization, which is half goat, half man. Hybrids. So we've got a lot of hybrids around here, a lot of fun and games, but it just makes me laugh that that's the Rocket Lab's excuse, is to send unmanned rockets into space from that location. Yeah, something's fishy here. 2019. This year, last news item for this episode of this show, Jacinda Ardern, who is the Prime Minister of New Zealand at this time, is trying to make Māori compulsory in all schools, which is Māori is the native language here. And she's trying to make it compulsory at schools and jobs, make more jobs for people that have got the skills of Māori. Yeah, but for me, it's another thing that makes me go, And the reason why it makes me go, is due to the fact of, because Māori is my first language, or Tangata Whenua language is my first language, English is my second, but the reason why I don't agree with it is because they've got this thing called atarangi. Well, what it is, it's like a westernized way of speaking the language, the native language around here. So it's sort of changing the meaning of words, restructuring the whole language, and a lot of meanings get thinged out of the words. It's just, a way to confuse. I mean, the older generation, or the younger generation understand it fully, but when you're talking about the older generation, you're going to have a divide and conquer between the young and old. But unfortunately, that's just how it goes, and the games they're trying to play. Just a few more things. Hi, Matthew. Just looking into the chat room now. We've got Matthew from Australia that's joined us in our chat room. Hi there. Let's just get into the chat room for about a minute and a half and let's see what this thing. So Matthew said, I believe it's part of the programming, put others down when we see. You're right there. You're right there, Matthew. That's how it goes, unfortunately. And it is, Matthew, it's a way to, my language has been infiltrated, per se, because I know the old school style of talking, my language, the way that the old people used to around here, but unfortunately our tarangi is a westernized structure of looking at it. But anyway, we're getting about 3 minutes and 17 seconds left until the end. It is, I guess, this year is going to be the year of us actually being proactive. We've got to be proactive in these times due to the fact of, how can I say it? They're not going to do it for us, so we've got to do it ourselves. Okay, I mean, if the governments and all that, we're going to do it for us, they would have done it years ago. But unfortunately, they are controlled. But yeah, I'm not too happy with Jacinda Ardern and what she is currently doing at the moment. She actually had a meeting with Hillary, about 2 months ago, and Android brought something for her baby. Put it this way, the reason why Jacinda got a lot of the votes, to be honest, last year the year before, was due to the fact of she was pregnant. So it's like, ooh, Prime Minister with a baby, woohoo! But it's like, what makes her more different to anyone else having a baby? This is the whole titles and putting people on pedestals. We can't do that anymore because it's part of the old system and it's not going to work. But yeah, I like to say, acknowledge the Truth, Honour and Integrity Group. Hi, hopefully you're doing good. I also like to acknowledge the OIM lot as well, and also I always forget to mention Randy Morgan. He's a good fella too. Hello to all of you. But we like to end on positives, as we always do. This year is going to be the year of proactiveness. It is time for us to be proactive. We can't expect to get out of this, with convenience, because convenience comes with a price and everything like that, so we can't do that anymore. Hence why I dedicated that song that I played to the Rothschilds and all that, because they were claiming that they were supposed to do everything for us, but unfortunately they did the opposite. They actually used us as slaves and food and all sorts, especially you, Hillary Clinton, in your adrenochrome. Yeah, we're going to be cutting off your food supplies, you bloody bitch. But anyway, I like to end on, it is time. This movement in New Zealand is going to happen, whether you like it or not. I don't really like to use the Bible much, but my mum was talking about a scripture called Joel chapter 2:25, and everything will be restored. Not the Lord, but we'll be doing that. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to end with this little song. Actually, no, I'm just going to end with the talking and say see you later. And hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day or night. Cha-cha!